Hi Stacey. Thanks for taking the time to speak with us today. Could you start by telling us a little bit about your personal journey that led you to come to Poland for surgery?
I had gastric surgery just over 2 years ago, and that resulted in about a 6-stone weight loss. So I was left with quite a bit of excess skin on my tummy and the top of my pubis area, which I could see in clothes just left me really uncomfortable. So I decided to have a tummy tuck. I did some research at home on, speaking to people about what they'd had done surgery-wise, where they'd had it done, and through the other surgery that I had, I met some other people that had actually known about secret surgery, so they introduced me to secret surgery. I inquired about, with friends and family, and I was actually surprised at the amount of people that had surgery in the UK and then said they were really unhappy with what they were left with. So I came to the first secret surgery support group about just over a year ago, and made my decision then, I think, when I met some of the people at the group.
Excellent. Now, you said that some people weren't happy with their surgery in the UK. No surgery is free of risk or complications, and I think that it's important to share with other patients that it's not just always a pretty picture. You were unfortunate that you had a slightly later complication, 2 to 3 weeks post-operative. Would you like to share with us how you feel that was managed and what happened in your situation?
Yeah, so the day before, 2 days before I returned home after my 10-day stay in Poland, I did get a bit of a pouch, which was a fluid build-up, which they call seroma. The doctor drained it for me and said that it could come back, it might not come back, but they couldn't really tell, it's just one of those things. So I returned home, and about two days after I returned home, I noticed that my tummy started to get a little pouch sort of here, and it was very, very soft, and it moved around, which made me feel that there was fluid. So after a few days, I contacted ARGA, who spoke with Dr. W, and they suggested through my photos that I speak with my doctor to check it out. My doctor looked and agreed that there was fluid, but felt that he wasn't the right person to drain it. He spoke to a local surgeon who said that they don't really do it in the UK, and because he didn't know enough about my surgery, he didn't feel that he was the right person to do it. So in speaking with you and the patients that were coming out for the Christmas trip, Dr. W agreed that if I wanted to come out, he'd see me, no problem. So I arranged a flight to come out at the same time as those people that were coming on the Christmas trip, which was really helpful because then I had people to come with. And yeah, as soon as I got here, went to the hotel and came back, and Dr. W drained it for me. It wasn't painful, it was an immediate effect, my tummy went straight back down. And he said that he'd seen me on the weekend, so I've seen him again this morning and there wasn't any fluid, so I'm feeling very pleased.
Excellent, that's great. How would you rate or compare your experience of the quality of hospital and the nursing staff in Poland in comparison to the UK?
I had a private surgery for my bypass, which was really good. And I think people generally think, oh, you're going abroad, no one's going to understand you, how are you going to manage that? But from the day, from getting here to going and even coming back, they've all, I feel that Dr. W, ARGA, even Jack, they all know me on a personal level. They all know Stacey, they don't know this person that's come for surgery. They know me, and even they've just been really helpful, very friendly. Even the staffing that came in, the nurses that changed, I was nervous to press my buzzer because I feel like I'm disturbing people, but the nurse came in and she was more than willing to help. She understood what I said. A few of the nurses had lesser English, but they will do their best to understand you, and that's what they did. So I had no problems. It was amazing care since I've been here.
And if a friend approached you and said that they were considering surgery with Dr. W and with secret surgery, what would you say to them?
Go for it. I've met some great friends through secret surgery and through coming here, so we're all testimonial to show what his work does. And if I go back home, I could, the comparison to seeing people at home to to what I've had here. I'm only 3.5 weeks out, but I'm very happy at the moment. Despite having this complication, I'm still really happy with everything that's done, so go for it.
Thank you very much for your time, Stacey. Thanks.
Thank you.